James and Alan. Two men shooting the shit as we dismantle Shit Creek, trying to rescue fellow humans from the jobbies.
And there's a lot of them.
Oh, mind and wash your hands after this ad break. Holy moly, that's the best one yet.
So we have our book here. This is all about swimming within the jobbies and a route through it and a story about the jobbies. This is the Finding the Self booklet that Alan and I got. Well, he did. I just put the printing thing in process. It
was a collective.
It was a collective.
A meeting of minds.
And we've both got a bit of a passion for that place, Costa.
Sponsored by Costa.
I'm a bit of a chai tea latte gadget. Alan likes what's that?
It's a cunt. I have a cup of cunt.
A cup of cunt.
Yes, it says it on the top like cunt for me.
I'm sure that wee lassie was shaking when you pulled up.
So they should.
She talked awfully fast. She must have been.
Get him to fuck.
Aye.
Get him gone.
Aye.
Get him out of here. He's the one that moans.
Sorry, I've got what was it? Cinnamon. That's all right. You want chocolate? No, it's all right.
Please, just take something because that big bastard's growling at me.
Fucking let him down the other day with his fucking oat milk.
Too many times, I said, for a brand new shop, too many times they have let me down.
Yes.
And I did a wee TikToks about it. First one, I said, what can I get you? Well, can I have a large oat milk decaf latte? No, I actually got any oat milk. And we've actually run out of decaf.
Yeah.
So I hit reverse in the car. It's a drive-through. I'm not fucking driving through to look like a cunt. And I didn't want the alternative because the alternative could be a punch in the mouth or a jigsaw. I'm not paying for either. No,
Plus, you have to sit behind some cunt that's
what I mean.
I've got to wait
for nothing.
Wait on nothing.
No thanks. No thanks. That's not how life is. Not for me and not my head.
All the introductions out the way. We've hit the jingle. What do you think of the new jingle, folkies? It is all about Shit Creek.
I'm loving that one. That's the best one.
It was a good one. Aye.
Yeah, because it is where there is no point in me going forthwith without having to do as the man says, going forward. Nah, let's go backwards. Let's go backwards and see where it all stems from. Because anybody that doesn't get the concept of what Shit Creek is, it's when you're in such dials and you do not have a paddle.
Yeah.
Well, an asshole like me, I know to put my hand in the jobbies, and when the boat sinks, I'm in amongst it.
I know. Came with the annoying thing for me, Alan, is as much as we've dealt with my little issues that I had for the past, and who knew they were there, but they were there, and we dealt with them around about Christmas time, it's still got a rope, and it's still trying to pull me, and it's like, you, come here. You're not getting away that easy. Yeah. And it's pulling me in, and it's saying, come here, we've still got this to deal with and that to deal with.
Again, for legal reasons, we cannot go down that path. But unfortunately, I have no legal duty-bound fucking regulations upon myself. I'll no be shut up or anything like that. That's the whole point of being who I am and how I survived Shit Creek. So where you're saying that certain things pull you in, or try and pull you back in. If you do what I do and reverse, deconstruct everything, absolutely everything, what you have is a man that goes like that. You've got the opposite. You're trying to walk away from the creek, and the creek is trying to pull you back in because something has its hook in you. All makes sense. It's all relevant fucking sense. But a rat and a snake, any of these fucking undesirables that skulk about in the darkness and in the shadows of these things, you're not going to eradicate them. You just have to walk away from them. And the easier it is to walk away, yes, we would all love that. But unfortunately, like you've found, they can get to you.
It's like they stuck that hook in my coattails as I was walking away, saying, I will get him.
But how, on the 1st of January, we took a walk, on a journey, and it was a fucking battle, and it was because the wind was trying to battle us, the fucking elements were all there, but once we persevered, and it knew we weren't forgetting up. We're fucking in this for the long haul. Boom, the sun came in.
We almost got a fucking tan.
Everybody was there, and everybody was happy, bar one wee crazy woman that wasn't happy, bar wee thing. But it's that line, that's that hook that's in you, it tries to pull you back. How much are you willing to take before you just, the guy that's, let's make a 3-hour movie about a guy that's trapped in a mountain and has to bite off his ear and free himself. How much pain are you willing to take? Because the pain that you have is hemorrhoidal, because it's a pain in the fucking ass. It's just fucking, be done with it.
Yeah.
And these people, again, we're going back into man territory. It's the narcissistical side of it. And the woman, yes, she's fell for it as well. They just do not want you getting away. They didn't want to see you succeed. They want to push you off any parts, whatever. They want to shatter any dream. They're only a 2-horse fucking race, because there's good people that will encourage you and big up you and everything else. The narcissist will big up you, manipulate you, but behind your back, you know that they're saying, fucking arsehole, who do you think you are? You're no fucking doing this, you're not doing that. Sadly, with the
how dare you have a voice? How dare you want to vent your life? How dare you want to talk about your life on any platform, doesn't matter what one? How dare you?
How dare you want to benefit mankind by sharing and chatting shite that you can relate to another man's fucking darkness?
Yes, and by the way, we're watching. We're watching.
We are.
And our assistants are tuned into watching as well.
There you go. There you go. There. I done a TikTok earlier. There's a looking glass, and look what's under the looking glass, and it says under scrutiny.
Aye.
We are constantly under scrutiny. We're scrutinised for everything that we fucking do. And as the first podcast will do, as in first one there.
Yeah.
That is.
Fuck, I was just checking. I pressed the fucking button.
But that is where we are. That we are scrutinised for everything that we do in life. Why? Because the narcissists do not want to see us evolve into the humans that we are supposed to be, where we help each other, we benefit each other. That's mankind. To be kind to a fellow man is when he falls over, you pick him up. You didn't stand on him. You didn't laugh at him. You didn't do any of these fucking things. And it's such a sad place that now that there is a female form that can do that as well. My 28-year journey with that, it's fucking shite. It's absolute shite, but it served a purpose because I can relate to another man who is possibly going through the same kind of scenario, and I can say, oh, well, wait for that hand, wait for this hand, and wait for that one. You watch, you don't do this, watch, you don't do that, you do. For what? What was it you done in the first place? Nothing. They do it to themselves. You can lead a man to his own destruction, the same as you can lead a horse to fucking water. Whether the asshole falls over the edge or whether the horse stinks at seed in the water is entirely up to them. But as you've found, they can walk themselves right off the fucking edge.
Right off. If you leave them to do it, they do it.
Of course they will.
No problem. And with almost, in their minds, dignity, they walk off the cuff. Again,
that's it.
Crack on.
They didn't realise they're doing it, and that's where the cliches of the blind leading the blind. If you can listen to somebody else and they'll take you right to the edge, and then boom, you walk over. And, what happened there? Oh, well, you fell for it yourself. You can't. When we go on with the labels and the badges and the balloons, you didn't get a tattoo or a label or a badge that says that you're a fucking asshole because you've done it yourself.
Yeah.
You led yourself to that. So if you have been a cheat, if you have been a liar, if you have done these things, nobody made you do them. You've done them yourself. Why? How do I know? Well, in Shit Creek, the one thing that I had was free will.
Yeah.
I could drown in that, no bother at all, but I chose not to. And I had free will to bend my mind. You can't do that. Why? Because it might kill you. It might do this. Well, society's trying to kill me anyway. Hence encounters with paedophiles. Hence encounters with murderers and rapists and fucking weirdos of every form. Life is trying to get me anyway. Why should I fucking bother about, bend your mind and smash it into 1,000 pieces?
Yeah.
I'll take my chances. Thanks very much. Because this here that you're showing me, the blueprint, it's not nice. I didn't see a way to this at all. So, yeah. And that's where I then become the educated person that worked out for himself.
Yeah.
So, me spending time amongst the rats, I get to sense what rats are like. I know how to play their game as well. I can see them for every fucking mischievous horribleness that they have. They didn't have the same genetics as me. They didn't have the same genes as me because I wouldn't do that. And I've met a lot of nice people, and certainly through TikTok as well. Yeah. Loads of nice females who do not condone any of that shit, who know not to play the, I've got something over you, I'm going to still punish you, you jump. No, when they I used to get it all the time, it would be, I'm going to say jump, asshole, and you're going to say how fucking high. Yeah. Eventually, I think that would have been 14 years into being a fucking fool. I'd say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I'm fucking sick of this fucking bullshit. I want to rebel. I want to say, fuck off. I want to be part of this. And now that said child is of an age where it clearly understands what I'm saying, it was a heartbreaking moment. Again, you think, you big daft cunt. because it was a lie anyway. But the hurt was there, and it didn't feel any less at the time, because I'm saying, look, I have to walk away from this. I can't deal with this. It's fucking getting me down. I shouldn't have the hooks that we're talking about. I shouldn't have them in me. I've not done anything fucking wrong. No, I've never been a bad person in that sense, so I didn't understand why I'm constantly being punished. I have to walk away. When you work it out for yourself, you come find me. I'll be there. It didn't happen that way. It worked itself out, but all the time. You know, when you're sitting in 2020 or 2019 and you're thrashing it all out, then once the water's calm that wee bit and you're into 2020 and you're looking with the clearest eyes you're ever going to see, and you see exactly what it was, and you think, this could all have been averted. I did not have to go through that. I did not have to suffer any of that fucking bullshit and torment that I gave myself, because it was all based on a lie. And you think, bastards, why did you feel that the hooks had to stay in? And the doodle, the intravenous.
That's a cracker, that one.
But that's what it was, though, James, because that's what they do. These horrible bastard narcissistical cunts, they want to inject you with a poison. And it just so happens that now the macaroni cheese sauce, it's been
done
again under the hand stuff. That there could be a poison in it, and you're like, well, I had that idea, and then my mind just works it, and you think, you know what? That's what it is. The venom that I have, that fucking anger, that it's something that's in there. It's alien to me personally, because that's no me. So it has to be injected by somebody else. Somebody's put that in me. It's been nurtured out of me. Oh, let's go find Alan's evil side, his nasty side. Let's have a look about. There must be no, it wasn't in there. Some fucker put it in me. So that whole deception, everything that come out of Shit Creek was a poison. Every fucking bit of it, and it was just more and more and more, to the extent you just give up. You become this zombified idiot that's just fully this hatred, bitterness and everything else for a society, until you reach that point and you say, that's not actually mine. That poison doesn't belong to me. I'm no... And you start... No, the guy in the hospital that said, what am I doing here? Fuck this. And he starts pulling out the machines. That's what it was. It was me unplugging myself, again, the movie stuff, unplugging myself for the Matrix, because the poison was the Matrix. It was trying to corrupt me into being something or somebody that I wasn't. I'm not a nasty person. I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy. And it's always been funny, because Shit Creek will show you a nasty version of something, and but generally I'm not. If I had never been born into Shit Creek, I don't know what I would have been. Again, it's that thing, if I had applied myself in other ways. Yes, if I wasn't in Shit Creek, I probably could have. But unfortunately, I wasn't. I was born into that stuff. And that's how I evolved as a man.
And you had to evolve and fucking work out Shit Creek and work within it to survive. It's no fucking... You're not playing a game. You're not doing it because you're fucking a certain way. No, you've got to survive in Shit Creek.
That was in the wee story. That's what it was. If people understood at the time that what I was running away from was the Bob Marley thing, no, you're running, but you can never run away for yourself.
No.
See, if I had understood that there was a wee guy behind the wall and what I was doing was playing a part and running, I would have stopped long before 1991, but I had to have all that ammunition coming at me, all that poison had to be in me before I rebelled against it all. To have rebelled in the teenage years as an earlier, it wouldn't have worked. It certainly wouldn't have worked, because I didn't allow the poison to take over, to give me the fight. And that's what it was. It's like going into I know how to fling a punch. Right, okay, at 14, let's put you in with Iron Mike Tyson. Can't you get your fucking head punched in? But once I've taken a few hits and a few things, I start to master how to control the poison that's been injected from Shit Creek. And again, the creek lets you know, it's in the title, that poison is shite. Absolute shite. So to return fire on your fellow man, no. But then that wasn't what I didn't go into the fight as an angry person. I went into the fight as the guy that was conditioned to be. So if you go join the army and you learn how to fight, Shit Creek is an army. There is an army of fucking wankers and assholes, so the potential to be anything you want is in there. But none of it's nice. If it's nice, you're going to come out smelling the jobbies. So it doesn't matter how nice you are, you still smell of shit.
I know in my situation where I did a TikTok about this maybe a month ago or something like that, where I was telling everybody that I'm in a situation where, unfortunately for me, I can see it for what it is now, but unfortunately for me, I'm on the revolver. You know, I thought I had evolved, but no, I was stuck on the revolving wheel. That I will get off. Yeah, I will get off. That's not any problem. But there is a couple of situations that led me to where I was, or led me to this, saying this, is the first time it happened to me, a relationship breakdown. There was 2 children, my son and my daughter, my eldest, who, it was the usual story. If you didn't do this, you're not getting that. If you don't do that, you're not getting this. And if you want to see them, you have to go see, you know, a lady of the night to solicit something to you. Holy fuck. What the fuck's going on? So I did. Back then, I paid.
The price.
I paid the price back then. I was lucky. You know, it didn't all come out of my pocket. At the time, you could claim help. You could get help from the government at that time. They have now, going back to that, I got the help for the government. We did it. And you know, the ironic thing was, we went through the whole process. The solicitors did their thing. The courts did their thing. Gadgeby, his own version of a tinfoil hat, did his thing. And I got my access to my kids and everything like that. Everything was hunky-dory. A week later, the police brought them to my house at 3 o'clock in the morning. They had been removed from the other party's care.
Same person that won the argument in the first place?
Same person that told me I couldn't. Anyway, by the by, life went on. That we soon learned that communication was key. You know what I mean? 2 positive parents for the kids. You sing for that song sheet, I sing for the same one. Kids grow up, hopefully, happy and in the middle.
In tune.
So there was that situation. Okay, a few years went by, I'm turning round on the revolving wheel. Boom, it happens to me again. There is a key here to the whole thing, you know, I'm still on the wheel. So that happens again. Here we are. You don't play ball my way. You didn't do this, you didn't do that. But the difference is, there's a thing called child maintenance service now involved. That wasn't there the first time. It's there the second time. So, child maintenance service were taking my disposable income per month. So, say you work all month and you pay all your bills and you're left with 600 quid, 442 of that was going to child maintenance service. So I was then left with 100 odd quid to put petrol in the car, pay for the car, all of the above. You know, it was pretty bloody difficult. It was a hard time. So what I'm getting at here is all of that happened, and then it was like, right, if you're not going to play ball, you need to go and see a lawyer. Went to the lawyer, didn't do legal aid anymore, mate. I'm like, well, how the fuck am I meant to pay for this?
Get your hand in the purse.
Aye. So, I can't though, because somebody else has got their hand in the purse, taking the disposable income. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, but I can't because I'm paying that. I can't pay you to do that. Oh, nothing we can do for you then. So at that point, the first time I fought, and I fought because all the processes were there, everything was there to fight. You know, somebody was paying for it, the government was paying for that, I had to pay for this. Happy days, there was enough to do it, and I did it. Proof was in the pudding that it was a waste of money, because a week later I got them. Second time round, you're getting this taken off you, that taken off you, and there's no help. And this was what I wanted to talk about, but so there's no help. They're taking the money that you need to fight for the individuals, so I couldn't. And I lost the individuals. I've still lost the individuals, because how can you, after 10 years, now when you're in a position, go back and start fighting? You're never going to get anywhere. No. And I wouldn't do that. No. But the door is open. It's not shut. That is open for any time. And there will be a time where that door gets knocked. And there'll be individuals at the back of it that I have to sit down and plead with, have the conversation, explain my actions, explain the situation. And yes, I will be eating a lot of humble pie, and I will be saying, it was never my intention. Learn by your mistakes. I was on the revolving wheel. I thought I had learned, went to do it again the second time. No, This is a different wheel. That wheel's bust. You're on the next level of the wheel. So, I can't now talk about the third time, because unfortunately, I find myself here a fucking getting. Now, there is a common denominator in this wheel.
Oh, there fucking is.
Unfortunately, you know, that common denominator is I. And I thought I'd learned by my mistakes. Clearly not. But this time, the finances are there.
But it's what you're fighting, though. It's what you're fighting against. You're not
fighting
for the real.
You know,
I mean, in the essence of you having a battle, because what happens is when somebody notices that you're on your last leg and they pull the chair away for you, what happens there? You land on your arse. Is what you do, and that to me is where the booklet, everything that we've talked about, is all designed to cut you down. When you are on your ass, when you're on your fucking knees, when you're low. Why are you low? Why are you doing there in the first place? Because it's no your choice to go there. It's always somebody else. So what you are, you might claim you're not fighting nothing. But you're fighting against forces that you cannot fucking see. For the life of you didn't understand. Why does that work? That doesn't work for me. If you've not done anything wrong, why are you being persecuted? If you're being persecuted by being punched in the face, you get over that. But when they keep hitting the financials, and then you think, well, I've only got so much money. Oh, that's so you can go and earn money to pay that money. And you're like, whoa. You can see where the distraction and the confusion comes in. And that's where a lot of people say, you know what, time out. I can't do this. Yeah. And it's so fucking hard because there is no justification. You justify anything that you have to have a conversation about regarding future misdemeanors, and you say, right, okay, my thing was always justification of what I'd done. So if you ask me, Alan, when you're in the creek and you had to do things, you're saying it was a survival thing. But if you actually thought about the ramifications of what you'd done, yes, I fucking did. I'd done that before I actually done it. So if I'm thinking, I need to get out here, I need to get out here, I need to get to there, what's over there? There's an island, it's sanctuary, it's what is. What's the price, Alan? It's not much. I've managed to whittle it down to about $5, and I can fucking leave. How are you going to get that $5 though? Because you didn't work. Your parents, you didn't even know where the fuck they are. Your mum doesn't work. Where are you getting it for? I don't know. I need to find somewhere. Right, where is it? That guy there, he wants a radio. That car dealer's got a radio. Who owns the car, Alan? I don't know. What if it's a big guy and he fucking stabs you? What if he is Zed's dead, take him down the basement? What if he gets you? Oh, for fuck's sake, how do I go out this? What it does is it shows you how much your gamble was in getting to that island. I would fucking take whoever owned that radio to get me to that island. So the justification has already been done. So if you're justifying it to yourself, why does anybody else have to even come into the room? There's no need to be in the room. So your wee man with his tinfoil wig, the lawyer with his fancy 911 Carrera outside that you paid for through legal aid and everything else, that whole system is so fucked and in favour of generator. It's cash generator. Every parking ticket is cash generator. It's all about money, and I'm sure we've already done one about this whole fucking thing.
And that's
you're being punished for money, and you're like, why? But unfortunately, you now find yourself in a position where, like me, it's a GDPR thing. You cannot give away the details, James, because we will persecute you, and we will make sure that you are looking even worse because you're trying to do this. When you reverse the wheel, again, it's your Johnny Depp story for the last one. You are only going to be seen for the person that you are at the end.
At the end.
Right now, you're being punished. They're going to come for you, making you this, making you that, and they're going to tell their story, and it's only at the very fucking end do you get to say your bit. Count every penny that's been spent right up to the end. How the fuck does that work? I've never understood it. I didn't justify law one fucking bit.
Exactly.
If I've done something, ask me the question first, not at the fucking end.
Not at the end.
No, you get to the very end, okay, you've been found guilty, yes, Your Honour, well, my client would like to say... No, before a fucking past sentence, do you want to say? No, why did you not ask me in the beginning? I would have told you when it's fresh inside my head instead of letting me make up a story at the fucking end. If I've done it, like I say, I want to get that island, Your Honour. Well, what's on the island, Alan? It's an escape from my fucking past that is trying to tear me down. It's cutting me down everywhere I look. It's trying to get me. I wanted to get to there. and that's sanctuary for you, Alan. Yes, that is going to take me away down the road. That's going to take me to a garage, way in the time, without Michael J. Fox, and I'm going to sit with a friend across from me, and we're going to have this same conversation because I'll have survived if I can get to that island. I like your thought process, silly cunt. You got insurance on that car? I do, Your Honour. Well, fucking claim that and fuck off, leave the laddie alone. Do you know what I mean? Because it's only at the end that you get to reflect back. So you get to the end of this whole chapter of your life, then you get to say your bit. Why? How can you not get a lead in the intro? Listen, this is what happened. This has nothing to do with me. I reacted. Why did you react? Because somebody fucking poked me with a stick. Like, fuck off.
Exactly.
But sadly,
well put.
Again, it's a simplistic way you can do it. It's looking at life as a tin of fucking beans. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that, and it shouldn't be as complex and complicated. But who makes it fucking daft? The fucking deceivers, the idiots. They want to corrupt your mind and think, all right, okay, right, so what's this? This is a pleading diet. All right, okay, well, it wasn't me. Okay, so that's a not guilty plea. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to an intermediate, and then we're going to go to trial. A trial, yes, and then you'll be found either guilty or not guilty, and then you'll be deferred, and then you'll come back for a sentence. But I can tell you the truth right now. Your fucking holiness and whatever you're going to do, just do it. But let me validate why I done it. Then you tell me at the end, have you got anything to say? Yes, it's the same thing I had to say at the fucking beginning about 18 months ago, you bastard. But you've stretched it all out here, and then you're going to give me a fine that... Do you know what I mean? I could have paid it away back then, because the chances are, with inflation, it's going to be 5 times what you thought it could have been then. I hate the whole idea, and I know where you are, because we've already had the conversation, and it's so fucking sad. That's where we are. Again, I'll keep going, and every one of these things, if people are bored listening to evolution, you better not even turning this on, because I will keep going to it, because I didn't understand why we're chasing our tail. No. I don't understand why a man in this day and age is still being harangued and fucking persecuted for something he did not do because somebody else done it, but you have to pay the ultimate price. Why? I didn't get it.
I know.
I didn't get it.
And the thing with that as well, Alan, is I've always wanted to voice is there's so many guys out there that this would trip them up. This would fuck them up physically, mentally. Arse. They'd maybe turn to no Costa. They'd maybe turn to fucking Mr. Vodka, Mr. Whiskey, whatever the fuck he can get his hands on.
You get this?
Aye.
What's the fucking point?
What? Aye. And
because you look at it, if you've got to work to pay your way for your fucking, you've done it, you got it wrong, so you need to pay for that. Like, okay, so what do I give you this? Well, you might get enough for a cup of coffee at the end of the month, but you just keep working. What for? Because you need to keep paying. All right, okay. At some point, the hands go up and you say, you know, what's the fucking point? Do you know what? I've jacked my job in. Come and take what you can. I've got fuck all left. I'm on my ass. I'm on the bones of my ass. That's where people miss that they've been tripped up. Because it's the only time that you're on the bones of your ass is when somebody pulls you down. Who's there? Narcissist. Manipulator and narcissist. It's
man. Again.
It's a really fucking, to me, it's a really, really sad place that we didn't learn from the mistakes. So how many guys dressed up in Batman suits for faders for justice? There was a ring to that. How many people are still going through the same fucking thing?
Still, even now, the same thing that was fucking 20 years ago almost. The same fucking process.
That's it. It's never changed.
It's not changed.
It's that fucking 12-step program. Ram it up your arse. If 100 years down the line a man hasn't worked out the 12 steps, can he be cut shorter? Fuck off. Deal away with it.
So, role play. You're the woman. I'm the guy, right? You say, oh, you're not getting this, you're not getting that. You want that, we have to go to court. Why is the man in the middle, the court, no saying, okay, Mrs. Whatever, you want to come to court? You're going to have to pay that. He's saying he doesn't need to go. He can deal with you, can talk to you, can easily. Doesn't he want to be here? Doesn't he want to pay? Blah, blah, blah. No, dear. Why? They've not changed it in 20-odd fucking years. Why? Because they make money from men.
See, that's what you call a rhetorical question.
Aye.
You ask me a question, you already know the fucking answer, and man has already known the answer for a long fucking time, but still we keep going with the same cycle.
Fucking cycle again.
Shite.
Man.
Your thing earlier was a wheel, and then you go into another wheel. It's a wheel within a wheel within a wheel. There's so many songs out there that will give you the comedic wheel, and it just keeps going around and round until somebody throws a spanner in the works and deconstructs it and says, you know what, I'm sick of going round in the same fucking circle because you are a dog chasing its tail.
And look at all the men, fathers for justice and all these things with the Batman suits and that. That was huge. Where did it get them? Absolutely fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Why will no one fight that corner for men? Because there's no financial gain from it.
It's the same as the criminal justice system. If everybody was to stop being a fucking criminal and everybody was on an equal par, what happens to all the jobs? Where's all the lawyers? Where's all the clerks of the court? Where is all the security, the GS4? Are they just going to go to Aldi and look for nobody? Because there's no shoplifters anymore, there's no criminals. It doesn't work. Does not work. The system is set up to such a degree that you pull one pin in it, the whole thing with 40 bits. And it's if everybody know where they say, no, if everybody just stood up against the thing, then the elites would fall on their ass. Yeah, it's the same thing. If everybody was to stop breaking the law, what happens to the law? The law falls apart.
Yeah.
It's standing up to it.
Back to whose law is it? It's fucking
exactly. But he's created it. He's had to create it. He's not created it for justice because, Fathers for Justice has a right to it because it's somebody looking for something that they've not actually done anything, but they're being persecuted for it. They're being dragged through the fucking mud. They're made to look bad. And then what happens when you're made to look bad? You start to believe it. You start to feel it. And then you think, you know what is the fucking point? I'm going to put the fucking... No, I'm already sleeping in the car. I might as well put the hose in the fucking exhaust pipe and just be done with the whole thing. There, you've won. Exactly. You've won. Because it's a fucking game.
And it's brutal. And it is rife. That one is rife throughout the country. I am not fucking unique in any way, shape or form.
You never will be. But you take where we started the conversation with the jingle. We're in Shit Creek and we're trying to help other men. That is where they drive you. They push you over the fucking edge into Shit Creek. Once you're in there, it's hard to get out unless you can find somebody else who's willing to pull you up, lend you a hand to pull you up. So if you've been through it, you can lend a hand to somebody else. Like you've just stated, 20-odd years ago, Fathers for Justice, has it go anywhere? Has it fuck? No. Why are they having to argue these things? Because what? Because the woman has been offended. She's aggrieved in certain circumstances. It's the woman that has perpetuated it.
Yeah.
And all the other women out there, they fucking know because they don't associate with it.
If you go to the court and it's a woman's choice to go to the court, why is the woman no fucking paying? Why is the guy having to pay for that? He doesn't want to fucking go. He wants to sort it out. Doesn't matter what guy it is, or what man it is, or men, what sector of the men it is, because man's a cunt, let's face it. Why is it no sorted out? Why? Why is it not saying, right, okay, darling, no problem, take him to court, go to court, you're paying. No. Poor cunt that's getting taken is paying.
But what happens there is he introduces a middleman. So it's you saying to me, I'm fancying a wee smoke of the old Mary Ganji. Can you get me some? I can. I'm going to put a price on it for you because I'm the middleman now. If you go to the guy that's selling it, you cut me out the picture. You save money. You get more for your money. You get bigger bang for your buck. Well, why does the women not just say to you, listen, here's the deal. I think you're a cunt. You're an absolute cunt. So you're not getting this, you're not getting that, but I want you to pay. Right, okay. No chance of getting that, not even an update or anything like that. Maybe a photograph every now and again, or maybe a Christmas calendar. Again, it's a game, and they play that game on you. But if you were to cut out the middleman by going to the court, because then you bring in the system, and the system stinks of fucking shite. It's like a big... I can only see it like a Mad Max thing where there's this big floating fucking thing that's on tracks and wheels and everything else, and it's churning and bumping and fucking everything else. There's no need for that. It doesn't need to come in at all. Because as adults, you'll be able to sort something out. Because at the moment of conception, you both had an idea. Boom. The idea is there. It's live. It's real. Guess who learns? That does. Mother doesn't learn. Dad doesn't learn. The system doesn't give a fuck. They'll get paid. They'll get their money. They'll get their handler's fee. No bother at all. But that wee thing that's in the middle, it grows like this. Because it doesn't know what way to go. Mummy says that you're a cunt. Well, your mum's a cunt. That's what it's her fault. Do you know what I mean? It's what I refer to as shite tennis. There's only one place you can play shite tennis in Shit Creek. Just bat shite at each other over and over, and the pair kid in the middle is the fucking net. It's going to catch it.
One gets fucking hit with it every now and again. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
And it's a shitty one, but it is a conversation that has to be had. Again, I would put it in the same boat, because when you're in Shit Creek, there is boats that go up and down. There's people in pedalos and everything. It's fucking great fun. It's superb. It's when you actually look at life, and the mere age allows you, and again, 2020, you have the vision to look and see it off for what it is. You think, fucking hell, it's everywhere. There is shite everywhere. They sewers, they aren't under the ground, they're above it. Right. People just didn't see that they're actually in it. They didn't smell it. But when you're taking, I'll go back to the 12-step program. If you can be invested in that for 18 months of your life and no work it out prior to that, you're on the wrong road, mate. You're in the wrong boat. And it's 100 years old and you've no work to it yet. No, it's the wrong boat. Fathers for Justice, if you've not done something about it, that we've had the education for other women, we can say, look, this isn't right. You shouldn't be doing that, because at the end of the day, the child is the fucking sufferer, not the man.
Correct. Yeah.
Not the man. He can jog on, he can walk away, and they didn't realise it. Aye, look at him. Away with his new bird, away on holiday. Look at them, they're in Tenerife showing photos on Facebook. I'll tell you what, I'm going to create a fake account and say, aye, does he piss in your coffee like he used to mine? There'd be a reason why I pissed in your coffee, dear. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Smell it. You'll realise that it wasn't for nothing, because as men, as in real men, empathetic men that want to help their fellow man, we didn't do things intentionally to piss people off. We are stupid by design. That's a fault that we have, but we didn't intentionally do it. So if it was that the relationship's soiled, it's not happening, then it's an unfortunate, but you should be able to be adults and say, look, this isn't working, can we come to a mutual understanding, There has to be mitigating factors. But when the other party is the aggrieved and is the one that's actually made the problem, but then you've got to pay for that. I didn't get this. You become a confused monkey, and that's where he can get buried, and you will walk away and say, look, I can't deal with this. This isn't working for me. Then you get you come back here, you bastard. Don't you think you can walk away from me? Exactly. So, Tenerife might be good in your fucking pedalo, but you're getting pulled back into the jobbies. And that may be a court thing. It may be that you're being portrayed as the baddie, the villain. And it's a Johnny Depp scenario. How much do you have to invest in this to actually hear the full details? Because people will make up what they want. They'll hear a certain side, and if you didn't get to voice your opinion, like right now, you can't voice your opinion because it will be used against you. That you are the guy that is the nasty person. You're the horrible person. You're the mass fucking murderer. You're the one that done this, that, and everything else. Well, if you ask me, I'll tell you the truth. And the truth's a bit easier than the shite that you're trying to make up and involve other people. You've not involved anybody whatsoever, which kind of is the one that people should be able to see, but he's not doing anything about this. He's no fighting. He's no doing this, that, and the other, and everything else. That's because he's got nothing to hide.
And he learned a long time ago to only speak when spoken to.
That'd be it.
And that I think, is a big annoyance.
Of course,
out there, because I do only speak when spoken to.
But that's what we've been conditioned to. And again, the conditioning, it happens in Shit Creek as well. Every scheme has conditioning in that form. You go in there, you get indoctrinated into the system, and the system is there to fucking corrupt you and make you do as it wants. Not what you want, as it wants. You think you have freedom of thought. You fucking don't, as long as the system's telling you to do it. So you get up, you go to your work, and you're saying, I'm my man. I do what I like. I just do what I like. Really? What you doing here then? Who told you to come here? Well, but. Yeah, we're all. By
the way, you were 3 minutes fucking late. You know.
Exactly. You just remember, there's fucking other people out there that could do your job. It's a horrible, horrible thing. And it goes on and it doesn't stop. And for me, it's just very sad that we didn't evolve fast enough to realise the mistakes of people that's been there before. Hence, case in point, building barriers. We built barriers to block that out. So you're yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, no, sir, no, sir, no, sir. I was the same for 28 years. You fucking do this or you do that, right? Okay, I will, because I can't upset the apple cart because you're going to pull something away from me. And then eventually you just push too much. And fucking do me a favour here. Why is this? Why do I keep getting punished? I've not done anything wrong. And a couple of big scenarios for me, they were big enough. Life-changing, but life-changing in the sense that I don't want to talk about them because they're shite. They're boring.
Yeah.
But each one of them was absolutely fucking horrendous. That if I was the paternal and that's the stuff that I was being played for, why? What had I done? I hadn't done fuck all. Because I slept with you and that was the result and you're going to punish me for that? I didn't get that. It's just bizarre. And to keep trying to keep tabs, hooks and fucking lines running through me didn't work for me at all. To then get all that way down the line to think every bit was avoided, Alan, if you just opened your fucking eyes and shut your mouth. Exactly. But unfortunately, I shut my mouth for a long time and never said anything because I didn't want to upset that thing. And like you didn't want to say anything because you know it's going to be used against you. So I sympathise, I empathise, but at the same time, I wish that somebody else could step in into the breach and say, do you know what, enough's enough. Let's just fucking stop this, carry on. Because there is innocent parties being affected here. And all you're doing is you're just teaching these innocent parties how to be that person. Again. That's not real. It's that nurturing lies. Yeah. Don't like it. Shitty subject.
Shitty subject.
Let's go somewhere else.
So many men have to go through it. Yes, but it's linked. It's linked again. We accept it.
Linked.
Everybody fucking accepts it. It's like the government is doing their fucking thing. You know, taking us to war, taking us to that. They're going to push the fucking button. We're accepting of these things. We want them to change, but there's no fucking enough of us.
I don't know if it's enough. I think it's something that it's there, it's on the table now. It's there in that button. We pushed the button and we've spoken about it, we've put it out there. It's more about other people realising that, yeah. And if it's a female that is playing that card right now, you're like, listen, it's a fucking game. Just turn in the game. Stop playing fucking games. Just live. What do you want for your life? Do you want the guy to be horrible and nasty, no one to see you, no one to have a conversation? Because at one point, that's what I'm saying, at conception, there was something there that it was just...
and it's
going into the perversion.
Aye, we do. Aye, and it's the conception of that was there that suffers. We've said that. That's it. It's the only one that suffers.
It's at the end of the day, your pus might suffer. Okay,
so
all right.
What? Can I take that fucking with me? Can
what I mean? Going again. You come in fucking butt naked. That's it. I didn't get why it should be played. The hand that you're dealt is your hand. Why you have to cash in your chips early? Because somebody else has said, oh, you must, you can't, you will, you didn't. Oh, fuck off. There's no need for that at all. And I see it because of everything that, when I'd done a TikTok the other day there and tried to explain that whole deconstruction of how to be something, just look at how not to be it. Yep. So for a kid that's brought into it, it now is getting nurtured on something that it doesn't want because it's getting nurtured into how we play a game. Aye, listen, what we'll do is you tell him this, you tell him that, because he's not getting away with this, he's not getting away with that, and you're just corrupting young minds, and that's not what you want to put into the world. I don't think anyway. I'm as honest as the day's long with my daughters, 100%. And if it's exposing of narcissism in its finest form, I will show them in every breed. Not just the male and female, because there's unicorns and toasters out there as well, but when you spot it, just to identify it and know that it's wrong. Don't fucking eat into it. If somebody's telling you, aye, but just do this, just do that. Don't use your free will, your own discernment, because the tools that you get, they're free. That's your, when you come in, it is the big game of Monopoly. You get 200 quid as you pass go. That's the starter. The starter is free will. So if you give that up, if you acquiesce to somebody else's bullshit, i.e. the government, i.e. a partner that's going to hold you over a barrel because of something that you may or may never have done, that's narcissism in its horriblest form. But you have the free will to think, hang on, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm going to, like the Johnny Depp scenario, it's brilliant. And that's what I find really fascinating, that certain things are coming up just now in the tinfoil hat world that's showing you things that you cannot avoid because it's fucking everywhere. And everybody painted this person as a bad person. Now, they're kind of switching sides.
Sides. How the fuck? So, James, your story gets this.
What do you want? A balloon? A badge? There's no labels here, Niebuhr.
Moving swiftly on.
Where can we go for there? To the top of the lake, I feel.
Jingle, jingle. Fucking love it. Aye.
But it's good, though. It's good to have the conversation because I know that it's been plaguing you for a while now.
Yeah.
And it is a fucking sad thing
It's
because it holds you back, it holds development back, it robs time because now everything is altered. Why? To suit somebody else's narrative when it was their fucking fault in the first place. Yeah. They're now dragging other people in. So if it's a shit boat, it's going to sink in Shit Creek very fucking soon because there's too many people coming in. To me, I know what I do personally and I know what I have done and it works for me. But it's what works for you, what serves you, and what is going to serve the individuals involved. Yeah. We know what we do with rats and snakes, and I can say that. Yeah. Fucking rats, fucking snakes, I hate yous. Yous are fucking horrible. Society does not require you. Children do not fucking need you in your ways. They may need you to look after them and nurture them, but then you feed them with your fucking toolies, man. It's fucking rubbish.
It's brutal. It's and you mentioned the other now, the biggest commodity in all of this isn't money. It isn't even me. It isn't the other party. It isn't even the bairn. It's time.
So it is.
Time.
You know what I mean? Already showed the picture.
Aye.
Time's up.
Time's up on that bullshit.
Fucking is. And again, I would love it for the people that's involved in these 12-step programs. Then you take 18 months, go to stage 4. Just go to stage 4 and get fucking dealt with. Face that hour of darkness and just get it done. Admit to who you are. Then you go round and admit to the person you've offended because they might kick the shite right out of you because they didn't know it was you in the first place. No chance. Just admit it to yourself. Justify it to yourself. Write it down a piece of paper, set it on fire with a Yankee candle. Go up the Forth Road Bridge and throw it fucking off. It does not serve you anymore. You do not need to drag that baggage with you.
Not at all.
Admission and realisation that if I take drugs, I alter my mind state. If I steal, I'm doing it in an altered mind state. To feed the altered mind state, go back to where you were at the beginning before you induced the mind and address the problem that drove you there in the first place. Address that. Everything else is offset. Why? Because you were suffering from drug-induced psychosis. You had to be, because your mind was not yours. It was altered by somebody's mind-altering things. Who created that? It wasn't me. I'm not a laboratory chemist. It was a man. Man introduced heroin and everything else that people fall for. Methadone. It wasn't made by George of the Jungle. No chance.
I was telling somebody the other day about the whole methadone thing. You know, like that person might have took heroin for 3, 4, 5 weeks, and then got hooked. Actually, on the recovery, for 20 years on the fucking recovery, the government's recovery thing, and I could see that's a fucking good point. Actually, I never thought of it that way. It's like they only took heroin for a fucking month, and then we because there's huge money. Who's making the money there? It's not the drug dealer up the top of the street. Oh,
it's a big boy drug dealers. They're a real deal. They're not selling any of your crap.
It's MAN that wants to fucking fight a war somewhere, and there's no profit and peace.
As a really good friend is doing fucking wonders, absolute wonders with herself, and she's doing exactly what you and I are doing. She's paid the price. Right. She wants to now cash in and hand it back for fuck all. And see watching it, listening to it. I love it. I fucking love it because I know the intent that's behind it. It's not for any self-gratification whatsoever. It's, do you know what I mean? I've been there and I've done that. What do I do with it now? I'm going to fucking help other people because this is absolute bullshit. And noticing where it got in, where man managed to convince them this is the best way forward. Neither of you, just keep going. It was an old story of mine. It was an old pal of mine. He says to me, I'll do this, do that. Go to the doctors, tell them this, tell them that. Fucking superb. You'll make money off of this. How's that? I'll give you a prescription. Really? What do you do with that? Every Monday you cash it, you sell it. You get 70 quid for that and 40 quid for that. How's that? Well, because the 70 quid ones, they're to keep the cravings away for making you go on heroin that you're not actually on. But then you'll not sleep at night. So they'll give you they once a day worth £1 each. Oh my God, you're coming on. We're high rolling. The guy done it, and he was getting away with it for ages. And he says to his partner, listen, da-da-da, you go up, you tell them that I've got you, and da-da-da. Went to this famous guy. He's an absolute wonder. He's like fucking the Wizard of Oz when it comes to handing out the green fucking gear. And they went, says da-da-da. I went back to see them. I thought, there's an atmosphere here that's went wrong. The partners no cashed in the cookies. No. they had cast in the cookies, but cast it in far superior and actually got a better hit than the guy was getting. So he was raging. He's like, how the fuck are you getting more than me? But this was free income. So then you look at that, and the perpetual thing that goes on with that is you're not going to come off with that. Yeah. You're not going to come off it in the sense that this is money for nothing and chicks for free. So I'm going to keep cashing in on this. So it's that same thing where, what do you want, the badge, the balloon, or the label? It doesn't matter, because you're now labelled as that thing, and you, in the statistical world, we've got to keep doing this, we've got to keep putting this stuff out there, because look at how many people are reliant on us. We're keeping them going. Half of them are selling it behind your back, but I'm not going to tell you. I ended up trying it, and I went in, and they says, what we'll do is we'll put you on methadone. I said, what? I don't know, what was that? I took that once. I took 15 milligram at once, and I could only see one eye. I thought I was dying. much you got to give me? We'll give you 25 in the morning, we'll send you away, come back at dinner time. I said, right, neighbour, I didn't even go in the morning. Can you kill me at 25? I went to see a skin specialist years and years later, maybe over 10 years later, and he says, right, tell me, are you still on drugs? I said, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't say fucking drugs. It says here in your records, you're a registered fucking smackhead and all that.
What?
Oh, no. I had to explain to him, no, this was this guy, he was my pal, and he chatted, and then you think, that's not really what a pal should do. They shouldn't have convinced you that. But again, it's somebody else convincing the mind to do something else, where you have free will. I'm just glad they didn't go through it. But unfortunately, if you have that thing and they give you that and you can't sell it, and you're like, I'm fucking bored of it now, I'll have a wee taste of it. That's how it can get you as well. You can go in and live it on a lie, because all I need is a needle, make some marks in my arm. That's my track marks.
Your track marks,
that's that doctor. And I'll take them. That'll leave enough of a trace within your system to say that it could be because it's the bad bitches or whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah.
And it's another lie. It's just a living a fucking lie. Unfortunately, there's people that have went down the dark path, but then there's other ones that can cash in on it as well. So it keeps the whole thing moving. This whole fucking horrible
shit creek.
Sad, really sad. But no, sad. Again, the benefits here is that people come out the other side, like me coming through the other side and wanting to help people. I can see where a genuine person wants to help, and that is fucking vital. It's critical to Shit Creek, because it's people building bridges across it. You didn't have to go in it. You can go over and sit and look, like I did when I got the 4th Road Bridge. I didn't have to go in the 34th. I can fucking look at it for an almighty high above it. So you can rise above Shit Creek, no bother at all.
Easy.
You just need somebody to build that bridge, that wee platform for you to get on.
To take the first step and fucking...
That's it, you're getting over there.
Or roll with it, or something.
It's that same thing. You're up there, you're having a look, you're looking down on it for what it actually is. And how do you get there? You let somebody else do the groundwork. Somebody else will pay the price to get you there. That to me is fucking very admirable. Indeed.
Yep.
Where now?
Thought processes. Where are we? Oof.
52.
I've caught ourselves short today. Here's me singing our praises on TikTok about being a minute every time.
No, it's only there because that's where I went to there now.
Aye, it was a difficult one, but the podcast that we are doing is purely, I mean, for me, it was, there's no gain. There isn't any gain. This is to help. Exactly. And hope. I hope there's somebody out there that sees it. No, I'm not alone.
No, I know that
whatever
for
it is
the start,
they see.
I know for the start that people have seen, and that's why I thought that going back into Shit Creek, it was really relevant.
Aye.
It's not about where to go beyond that, because we have to find.
You could spend fucking hours in there, though. That's the thing. I mean, we've skirted round the side because we're not on fucking trap bit, but.
It's when you're in there and you're in amongst it, and to have survived it is a fucking fascinating thing, and it fascinates me all the time. And I hate going on and on and on about it, but I know that there's people that maybe haven't got it, because I tend to waffle a lot of pish, and I'll no give you the extra bit, or I'll wander away somewhere else and forget, and people can lose interest in that at all. But a survival story is a survival story. It doesn't matter who it is, as long as it's real, and that's that authentic side. Why would I want to do this? So if I'm saying that what I'm doing now is part of a 5-year plan, and it's a job that is helping other people 100%, there is nothing in it for me. I'm not doing it for the money, that's for fucking sure. But they give me money, and as I said to you earlier, what I get at the end of the night is that one thing that makes me fucking validate 52 years of being here, 20 fucking, half of it in the creek of shite, mixing amongst the fucking rodents of the world, living inside and being part of massive lies that should have pulled me down and everything else, and I get the simplest fucking thing at the end of the night, and that justifies the whole lot. That justified a part of your journey. What I'm doing now is just taking that to the next level. All the way up. And I didn't want to stop. I want to keep going until they say, right, and that's it. You're like, what do you mean? I'm not finished yet. Sorry, pal. Time's up. Come back.
5-year plan.
That's it. That's where it is. And I'm not giving you all.
No, I'm not going to. I'm not even going to quiz you on it. I'm just wondering, why did you set with 5 minutes to go a 5-year plan?
Well, right, I could squeeze it. Well, in the life that I've had, I could probably put each fucking year into a minute. Bother at all.
Well, why now? Like, how can I put it? 52. Why a 5-year plan now?
Again, it's an absolute gamble on life.
Right.
I want to see if life's going to give me it, because I wanted to do something, James, and you witnessed it coming into fruition, and it's sitting there looking at you. It's a very, very fucking small thing, but there's 52 years worth of fucking education in that, and it's not an education that you get at school. It's an education that a lot of people that I know for a fucking fact, I can count the bricks and I can put an initial on every fucking one of them, and I've still got more. All these spares at the bottom, I still have them. That's people that did not see this age. And it fascinates the life out of me. So right now, it's like this is the last leg. This is the last final chapter of my whole story. And I'm fucking running right at this. When I was 21, I ran at the demons. This time I'm running the other way. I'm running to where man has told me, looking forward. I'm going fucking forward. I'm not going back. But my past is there. If anybody wants to see it, validate it, have a look, I'll drop nuggets all the way along. But to see what it is that I want to achieve, it has nothing to do with finance. It has nothing to do with trinkets and baubles. If I can see you smiling because I've done something or said something that's made you look at life in a different perspective, I'm winning. I'm fucking winning. And that is the human race. It's not a fucking rat race. So I'm on the last leg. I'm going to run like a motherfucker to the end. Right. So when it comes to the pearly gates, Linford Christie's going to be standing there at the other side saying, where the fuck was that? Was that Usain Bolt? No, it was some cunt carrying him. That's where I want to be. I want to run at this 5-year plan because, again, it's a fascinating thing. And a lot of people would maybe think, what are you talking about? You're talking shite. I have never had a plan. Never. If you say to me, you want to go out on Friday, I'll be like, okay, I will go out on Friday. It's not far away. I can kind of almost see Friday. I wouldn't bank on it. It's like you saying, we got to hit the button. Last week, we never done it.
And we never got to.
I didn't put that much emphasis on life. But the plan, I do, because I've never had one.
Yeah.
I never planned to have my 3 daughters. I never planned to marry my wife. I never planned to meet my wife. But it all happened. This is now something that I'm trying to instigate. And because of people like you, it's actually working. Where I'm no having to do that much. Other people are helping me along the journey. So where I'm saying I would love a drop-in centre for guys that have any form of darkness in their head. Come in, just talk to me. I'll do my best to try and fucking lift your mood, make you feel a bit better, maybe let you look at things in a different perspective. That'd be number one. That'd be the next one. I want to be out there helping the guys that are really suffering badly, mentally, drug dependently. All of these guys, I want to help them, and I have there is no financial gain for that, but you can see the rewards. I want the rewards. I don't want the finances. I don't care for finance. If you give me money and says to me, look, there's money. I think what you're doing is fantastic. Here, there's a reward for you. I'll say, thanks, James. I'll go away and I'll invest it into what I want to do as part of the plan. Yeah. The plan isn't massive, it's no huge, but it has the potential to grow organically into something that is fucking absolutely admirable in the sense that, wow, you've done that for no self-gain whatsoever. No, because I sleep at night happy at the person that I've become. And if I'm helping that one fucking individual, which I've helped one, I've helped two, I've helped three, I know it works. Yeah. And any feedback that comes back via the booklet, there is nobody's come back and say, I didn't guess, a lot of shite. And they may just be saying not to pamper me or fan my ego. Let me tell you, my ego left a long, long time ago. I have no fucking ego. I have me. That's it. It's the combination of the Trinity that is the man, the monkey, and the fucking child with
the child.
That's me. One thing now. And that one thing is the running, man. I'm going to run. I didn't want to stop. Don't want to stop at all.
There's certainly seeing you and speaking to you and hearing what you say about the current position that you're in, the job. Let's just call it the job. That isn't work because it's satisfying you. And you can see, and there's a true statement, and it's a true statement everybody knows. If you're doing something you love, you never work another day of your life. And you are enjoying that. I can see it 100%. When you talk about it. You're passionate about it. You smile, the cheeks lift, everything. It's real. It's definitely real, and it's helping people that fucking actually need the help.
That's it. It's one over need, and want's never going to get for me again. It's never going to work for me one fucking bit. I don't want people that want. I want people that need. So if you're in the dark place and you need help, I'm your fucking man. If you allow me to, I'll be there. I'll help. And I've said it for the very get-go. Going up on that bridge, there is no point in me doing the times that I've done inside my own mind, and I've fucking raked about in there. Like this cage, I've been in here a long, long time. This is just the outside in my mind, because you're inside my mind, but you're seeing the reflection on the outside. So I've turned my whole world inside out, taking the doors off the cells, releasing the demons, releasing all the shite. It's all gone now. There is nothing there, and everything that is there is real, and it's tangible. You can see it all. It's all provable. Unfortunately, there's that many stories, and they're all the tidbit stories, but all the bricks, all the people, all the initials, they're the only ones that can validate and justify it. So right now I could make up anything, because I don't have the people there to say, no, he's telling you the fucking truth, by the way.
As soon as we've went on about it for the last 2 sessions, there it is again. I'm going to get up, show you. I hate to take my mic with me. Is my mic coming with me? There you go. There's a book. There you are. There you can see it. There are still 1 or 2 available. Definitely 1 or 2 available, but you have to speak nicely.
Oh, you didn't even have to speak nicely. You just have to have a want.
Have a want, a need, or someone to share it with.
Do you know, it's when you look at it and you think it's really simplistic. There's nothing there at all. It's not a deep dive into my past. It's just how society can chop away at you, but you can still come through the other side. And mine's was maybe a longer path than the average Joe. But everybody is the same.
It's the same.
If you get hit with trauma, you can get the badge, the balloon, the T-shirt that says, I am victim. Or you can get the other one that says on the back, I'm a fucking survivor. I'd rather wear the survivor than the victim, because nobody celebrates survivors unless they tell them they're a victim. I would rather just be, no, why is he fucking smiling? You didn't need to know I'm a survivor, but if I've conquered my demons, I'm fucking happy.
And there we have it.
That's it.
Yes. I'm going to hit that then now.
James and Alan, 2 men shooting the shit as we dismantle Shit Creek, trying to rescue fellow humans from the jobbies.
The jobbies! That's the best bit.
Aye, totally, man. Dude, that just... I've said it so many fucking times, it's like time travel, man.
That's it. The DeLorean has no flux capacitor. We turned it into a tinfoil hat.
We'll speak about that in a minute.
Oh. Toodle pip, hi ho, silver. Away.
Adios, amigo.